offshore in about 150 feet of water. We're going to be trolling. We're going to run a flasher and anchovy on one side. We're going to run a spoon and flasher on the other side. We're going to fish at depths. I'll start one line at 90 feet, the other one at 120 feet. Some of the other boats been out this morning. They've got some salmon in the boat already. They've been getting them right around that mark. So just getting out here, going to get the gear wet and see what happens.
It's time for the Northwest Fishing Reports with Aaron Board, Mike Carey, and Rob Holman. Come along as we travel to hidden gems and fishing hotspots around the Northwest. You'll see a little of everything as we fish with top guides on their home waters and bring you the latest in tackle, tactics, and techniques to help you catch more fish. Today, hot salmon fishing coming your way, all the way from Zabalos on Vancouver Island, BC. And then Mike Carey and Big Bass Den show off some summer bass bed tactics near the Grand Coulee Dam on Lake Roosevelt, Washington. Now, it's time to go fishing. Proudly presented by the Fishing Hole and Sports Shop.
Oh yeah, saw a little skin there.
Take that corner again and grab it from that. Line that up just a little bit more. There you go. Pick it up. Pull a little bit of line out of the reel quick there.
There you go, Aaron.
Woo! Yep. Beauty fish. My first king of the trip. It's not bad. There we go.
Taking some line off.
Nice heavy fish. Lift up, straight up. Ready? Yeah. Woo! Nice fish. Beauty, good job on the rod there, Mike. That hook just popped right out of his mouth when he came in the net there.
Just doing
Your job, man. No, you did your job.
Nice fish, Mike.
for sure.
Nice fish.
What a morning of fishing.
Yeah. We're just at that tide change and that bite's really come on. There you go. Look at that reel go. I think he's hooked it.
Oh, that totally wasn't me. That fish started running and just kept going.
Straighten that hook out on us, yeah. Gotta get rid of that one. That one's a little weak now. Get a new one on there. Go back and get them. The single action reel we're using here today, very similar to a fly reel. Basically, it has a drag system on it, but when we're fighting a fish, if we're holding on to that handle, the fish isn't going to be able to take any line. When we got that fish on, we're using barbless hooks when we're fishing salmon. I want to keep the rod up. When that fish wants to pull line, you're basically just going to pull your hand away. We're going to let that reel spin out. They call them knuckle busters for a reason. You get your hands a little too close when you got a big fish on there. You can understand the concept, right? So rod up, face the fish, keep the rod nice and tight. When he's pulling line, let him pull line. We get into a big one, you know, you'll come underneath and maybe slow him down a little bit. He's got beautiful drag systems on him, so they're going to hold him nice. There's your line going a bit over towards this one, or do I got a fish on this one? Yeah, I got a fish on here, double header. On there, Aaron? Yeah.
Little double action.
Yeah.
I think we're on him.
Feel the burn.
We're just on the outside of D there. Go on there. Nothing yet, but the other boys look like they hooked into a few.
We're hearing in the background all the Real Obsession boats, all the guides for Real Obsession, they're all hooking up these Chinook.
Okay.
It's just red hot fishing. Color.
I'll just keep this one in for a second here. May you hop over the other side there for a second. Okay, buddy. Like it when they do this. Keep his head down. When they're shaking, just put your rod down to the side there and try to keep his head down in the water. It'll keep him from shaking it off, hopefully. Wind that flasher up when you can. Try lifting it up quick if he'll come. Quick, bring it to the net. There we go. Nice one. Pull a little line out for us. Beauty. Nice fish, Aaron. Now he wakes up on us.
Yeah, that we did.
All right.
Another beautiful king salmon.
I betcha. Hot and heavy action this morning.
So you drop the line down and 2-3 minutes later it's switched on again.
Yep.
More hot action after this word from our sponsors.
Hi, this is Rob Holman with Northwest Fishing Reports. I want to take a second to talk to you about the general store and the fishing hole and sport shop in Spokane Valley. These guys sure love to fish. I mean, they really get after it. Their love of fishing certainly shows in the products they carry, and wow, what a selection.
Rods and reels,
Accessories. Baits and tackle.
They've got everything you need to be successful. The next time you go fishing, be sure to check out the general store and the fishing hole and sports shop. Stop in, talk some shop, and let the friendly, experienced staff put you on some fish. If you're chasing steelhead, walleye, bass, even kokanee, you'll find what you need in stock, or they'll get it for you. Locally owned for over 70 years, this is a company you can trust. Stop by the general store on North Division in Spokane or the fishing hole and sports shop off Argonne in Spokane Valley today to start your next fishing adventure. The general store on the fishing hole and sports shop is a proud sponsor of Northwest Fishing Reports.
We got everything you need.
Nice. John.
This is Mike Carey with Northwest Fishing Reports. Potholes Reservoir is recognized around the region as a premier fishing and hunting destination. When it's time to fish or hunt potholes, Ross Outdoor Adventures is our #1 choice. Call Shelby at Ross Outdoor Adventures to schedule your Potholes Outdoor Adventure.
I'm Guide Shelby Ross. Visit potholesfishing.com or ducktaxi.com for details and to book your next trip.
Do you find yourself drooling over your neighbor's too cool boat or truck? Are you losing sleep over it? You're suffering from boat envy. You love your truck, right? But it's getting a little sad around the edges? The Wrap Factory is the answer. Their local talented designers and certified wrap installers will make your truck or boat better than new. Mention you saw us on Northwest Fishing Reports for a free mock-up and design service. Check out the Wrap Factory online at wrapfactory.biz or stop by today at 6824 North Market Street in Spokane.
NorthwestFishingReports.com is the Northwest's largest fishing reports website, featuring well over 50,000 fishing reports, videos, articles, and more. All 100% free. Catch more fish with Northwest Fishing Reports. Let's get back into the action.
Nice fish.
Hot salmon fishing.
Vancouver Island, Real Obsession Sport Fishing. Let me grab that one. Line on it. Line. Set hook, you're off. You're on. Tire yourself out. That's a good one.
There's a good one. What do you got there, Michael?
I got a good one.
All right.
Knuckle buster.
Take a line.
Single action, you gotta keep up with these fish. Tiring. There he is.
Oh yeah, surface there. Thanks. Keep going with it. Keep going with that. Beautiful. Nice fish. Oh.
There it is.
Nice fish.
I feel fulfilled.
Nice fish.
Beautiful fish.
Nice fish.
Is that the same spoon, huh?
Yep, same spoon. That no bananas color's been working really good today.
Big fish.
Alright, didn't take long. Go. He's running at you, I think. Relax. Going up. There you go. He's still there. Go on. Yeah. Good job, Aaron. He's not done. Look at that reel.
Well, I just took everything back I gained as soon as he saw the boat. Oh. Yeah, good fish. I love this, man. This is freaking awesome.
There he is. He's like like a good solid fish, eh?
Yeah, he's a solid fish.
Woo! Nice and gentle lifting around the boat. Good job. And down there like a big fish likes to. Get on there, bud. Okay, Aaron. Just gonna sneak in between you here. It might take a second here. Don't go back until you got that flasher wound up and the fish is lifted up. Okay. Lift up, lift straight up, lift straight up, up.
Oh, that's big.
Good one.
That's
Nice fish. Nice fish.
I think I pulled my bicep muscle. I really do. I think I pulled a muscle.
The fish won that one?
Yeah, well, might have got in there into me a little bit more than I got into him, man. Wow.
Pull a little line out for me.
Got it.
There's a nice fish, guys. Whoa, that one's got some bite.
Yeah!
What do you think of those single action reels?
Oh, geez, what a workout.
They're fun, eh?
It is fun. Unbelievable.
More Northwest Fishing Reports after the break. Ready for a trip of a lifetime? Be a part of the Northwest Fishing Report's 2017 BC Members Adventure this June. Meet Aaron, Mike, and Rob at Real Obsession Lodge in BC for 3 days of fishing, food, and fun. You might make next season of the Northwest Fishing Reports, and you're guaranteed to come home with amazing memories and lots of fish. Trip includes 3 nights lodging, fish processing, and vacuum packing, all chef-prepared meals, and 3 amazing days of fishing. Plus, Northwest Fishing Report members that attend will receive some great swag and will be entered into a drawing to win $1,000 in gear and gifts. All for just $1,250 per person. This is another great benefit for NorthwestFishingReport.com members. Sign up for your free membership today. This booked fast last year, so call Adrian O'Connor at Real Obsessions BC at 1-888-855-7335 today and reserve your world-class adventure. Offer based on 4 people to a boat. Ask for full details. Some restrictions apply.
When fishing the Okanagan Valley, the guys at Northwest Fishing Report stay at the Best Western Plus Pepper Tree Inn. It's the perfect place to stay after a long day of fishing in the Okanagan Valley. They're sportsman friendly and the rooms are spacious and comfortable. Each night's stay features an excellent breakfast and all the amenities of home. And probably a few more. Next time you're fishing or hunting in the Okanagan Valley, stay with Best Western Plus Pepper Tree Inns.
Northwest Fishing Reports. Like us on Facebook to keep up with the action.
Hi everyone, Mike Carey with Northwest Fishing Reports, and I'm here today with Big Bass Des and Tom Melowitz. We are at Lake Roosevelt. It's going to be hot today, but hopefully not as hot as the fishing. Tom, what's our approach to bass today?
Well, we're going to be targeting smallmouth bass that are spawning, and they'll be making beds. So we'll be in shallow water trying to catch the smallmouth bass as they're bedding. And of course, once we catch them, we'll release them, so they'll be back in there to hatch their young.
To finish what they're started. And Des, you've told me that when we catch these fish on the beds, it's not a problem. They're not harmed. They go right back.
They'll go right back to their beds, man. Smallmouth bass are amazing in that aspect. You'll actually witness us today pull up to a bed. We'll see a fish there. It will come off of the bed once we get near it. But once we set up that camera there and pull back, that fish will actually re-enter that bed, and we're going to catch that film on camera today. I promise you guys.
All right. Well, I'm excited, so let's go get fishing.
Let's go get them.
There he goes, there he goes. Get him. About that. About that.
All right, well, we just pulled up to the flat here and identified a bed, and as you can see, it didn't take long for a fish to come aboard. This fish was locked right on the bed and pulled up and dropped the camera next to it and didn't spook off. And let's bring this guy in. First fish of the day, second cast of the day.
Wow,
And there you go.
that's a nice fish.
Yeah, good 2-pounder.
Yeah, good way to start the day.
Using the Dobbin 702 for my drop shotting today. It's good drop shot rod.
Wow, that's a quick 2 fish, Des.
Yeah, that's what we get this time of the year, man. Like I say, these fish aren't up here to feed at all. They're just protecting their bed. So, you know, we're trying to make a lot of fan casts so we can get a bite. Guy feels a little bit heavier than the last one we got. We'll see when we get him up. Yeah, it's a little bit better fish here.
Nice.
Yeah, just a blind cast till we got bit. Just to let the viewers at home know, I am running 100% braid. I don't have a leader tied up today. So if there's any concerns about fish picking up on particular brands of line, I'm catching them on rope.
This is using Major League Fishing rules, no nets.
Thank you. That's a little bit better. One about a good 2.5.
2.5, yeah.
Sweet fish.
Good deal. Off they go. Don't worry about the fish in the tip. There you go.
You got him.
There you go, Mike.
He came off.
No, he's on.
Oh, okay. He spit out the
I was
bait.
actually trying to get him to swim in front of the camera.
Good job.
He's on his rope. Oh, the line's got him. He's on between these two.
Help him out a little bit, Tom.
Trying to.
Oh, wow, look there.
Wow. Des gave me some little instructions, and look at that. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Good job.
That is too much fun.
Awesome.
We're having too much fun out here.
Thanks for taking us to this spot, Tom.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. Expert navigation. Woo!
So we just pulled up here and we came across 2 fish that were on a bed, and there was a male and a female. And what we're waiting on right now is for the male to re-enter the bed. Right now the bed is completely empty because the male is off the bed, and every time that male comes off of that bed, that female will not commit to it. So we're waiting for the male to re-enter the bed, and once it re-enters, that'll bring the female back in. And Tom is pointing out to me here that the male is showing back up, and I think we're ready to catch him.
Des explained to me that when bed fishing, there's usually a hot spot where the fish will react to the bait being presented. In this sequence, we can see the hot spot is actually off to the side of the primary bed as the fish attacks the bait not once, but twice.
See, I'm just shaking that slack line right there, Mike. Doesn't seem like it's too effective, but what's actually occurring with the bait is that the stick bait sits on the bottom, it's quivering just by simply shaking that slack line. And what that does is it keeps the bait right in the bed without moving it. That's what we're trying to do, is to keep the bait right in that bed and keep some action at the same time. So just popping that slack line will give it that quiver action to possibly entice the bite here.
I learned it's really important to work all areas of a bed in order to get a fish to bite.
Oh, we had him on for a second there.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll just drop it right back down there. He'll pick it right back up. He just barely felt that hook. There he is. Got him. How about that? How about that? That's a decent fish. Just for the viewers at home, we actually caught this fish once when we first saw him. And he came unbuttoned. We just waited for him to pull back up on the bed. And now we're just gonna bring him back in. Notice he's not fighting as much, huh? He's already had one down.
Wow, this is just really amazing to see these fish get so close and see them swallow the bait like that.
About that, Mike.
That's another 2.5.
This is what we call bed fishing at Lake Roosevelt in June.
Wow.
As you can see, Mike, this fish is way, way back behind the boat. So what we did is we saw a bed up there and it was vacant. Fish wasn't on it. So a good technique is to also just drop your bait down on there. And I kept my bell open and just allowed slack line to free fall behind the boat. And what happens is when that fish returns, it's just gonna pick up that bait that's on the bed. So that's why I'm pulling this fish.
That's why he's a country mile behind
yeah.
us.
He's just a little guy. It's not the first fish that we saw, but just wanted to show you how that works out. Just a little guy. Good job, Mike. Caught that fish.
Yep. My line's out a ways. We used a technique that they taught, that Tom and Des taught me today, called longlining. It's associated with bed fishing. Basically, what you do is you put your bait on the bed, open your spool, and just let the boat go down 30, 40, 50 feet, whatever, and close your bail. And if that fish is there on the bed, it's going to suck in your bait and you're going to have the fish right away. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened, which is pretty cool. It shows that I am trainable. And the other neat thing is this fish I just stuck maybe 5 minutes ago and lost it at the boat. And so he came back and bit again. I really want to thank Tom and Des for taking me out here on Lake Roosevelt today. Tom for driving us around, showing us all these spots, letting us fish in his wonderful boat. And Des, I owe a special thanks for jumping into Lake Roosevelt and retrieving my GoPro. So thanks, Tom and Des. You guys got to get out here and fish Lake Roosevelt for smallmouth. It is really nice.